I didn't think I'd ever see you. I can't tell you how much this means to me.
How are you?
Fine. I'm much better now. Now that you've come. I can't tell you the feeling, what it's like to know that everybody you love shuts you out, like Julie, like you.
Ross, I came here because I had to tell you something. Our divorce came through.
Then we took a horse and carriage ride in Central Park.
Stuart likes to do things in style.
Yeah, well, you bet. Wait till you see what I'm going to do next.
Next? Like what?
Well, I don't know yet. But it's going to be great.
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
You are making her very happy.
Not happy enough.
What's wrong, Stuart? Can I help?
No. No, it's because of me. You can't help. Nobody can help but Cindy, and she doesn't want to.
Oh, you're crazy.
Here we are.
I cannot believe that you carried me past my father and Myra and Sloan.
Oh, yeah? Well, you have to admit I swept you off to your feet.
Well, you didn't have to do that.
Mm.
Won't you sit down?
Oh, yes. Good idea. Ah.
Kind of scary when we stop laughing, isn't it? What do we do now?
I thought we were doing fine. Now you want to make plans?
Well, do you blame me? I mean, Matt, I don't know what I'm doing. Much less why I'm doing it.
Yeah. Now, looking for all those answers and reasons, that hasn't exactly worked out, has it?
Well, not so far.
Well, I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you, huh? Look, you and I, we trip over words, you know? They get in our way. And what are words anyway? I mean, they never, ever match what's actually happening.
Which is what?
I ain't got a clue. But I know where it's coming from. It comes from here. Not here. I mean, call it anything you want. Put it into any category you want. Me? I'm just gonna enjoy it.
It?
Life.
Oh, well, that's a big word.
Yeah, well, it goes something like this. Bobby grows up. You and I get older. If we're lucky, wiser. As soon as we stop chasing our own tails.
And how do we do that?
Well, that's the beauty of the plan. There isn't one. That way we can't blow it. Look.
Stop it.
And then we burn the maps.
Oh, it sounds like fun.
Yep.
But...
Oh, what?
Oh, Matt, I've made so many mistakes.
All right, all right.
Tired of it.
I'll tell you what. I'll wrap you up, put you in the bed, pull the covers over your head, lock the doors, and never leave the room.
Oh, well, that's usually what you want to do anyway.
Exactly.
So? Am I gonna have to walk?
Oh, no. No, madam. For you, It's bed-to-bed service.
Oh, don't put me down. Ow.
Come on.
Someone come with us. Yeah.
Going up.
Hi, I hope this isn't a bad time.
Oh, no, not at all. Come on in.
Tell us, was the benefit a success?
Yes, as a matter of fact, that's why I came by to celebrate. I've been following up on the pledges all morning, and I cannot believe how generous these people here are.
Well, not a bad little town, is it?
No, it's not. And in fact, from what we've collected, we can make several drops of medical supplies over the poorest areas.
Why don't you call my office and make an appointment, and then we'll discuss what we can do.
Thank you.
Great.
All right. See you later.
See you, Joe. That's great news.
He's such a good man.
Yeah.
You know, only you can really know how much this means. This fundraiser was a wonderful idea.
I don't know. Music was flat. Food fell to ashes in my mouth.
Cliff, don't let yourself become bitter.
I know. I should be grateful for what I have.
Come on, let's celebrate, all right? I'll take you to lunch. Nothing grand, but I promise no ashes.
I got a better idea than that. I'll take you to lunch. And we'll go to the chateau and be really decadent. Come on, come on.
I thought it was only fair that I come here and tell you this in person.
How's Julie?
She's fine. She's doing very well.
That's good. Is she back with Charlie?
Yes, they're back together again, yeah.
That's good. I like Charlie. He's a good kid.
Yeah.
She talk about me?
No.
I didn't think so. That's why I'm here. That's what it's all about. That's why I'm being punished. Oh, you didn't waste any time, did you?
Ross, you signed the papers. You told me that in the hospital. You knew this was coming.
Oh, it's one day here, Ellen. It's just one long day. How are you and Mark?
We're going to be married. You knew that was coming.
Soon?
Yes.
How does Julie feel?
Well, she still blames Mark for what happened between us.
I used to do that. I don't do that anymore. I think you should just tell her the truth. You should tell her that I'm what happened between us, and that's why I'm being punished.
You really want me to tell her that?
Yes, I do.
Look, you try and go easy on yourself here, okay?
Would you have to leave and let me know?
Yes. And you...
Dear Nico, I've had a lot of time to think about what happened to me, what I became, and the effect I had on other people's lives, especially yours. I'm now learning lessons I put off for a long time, but you saw through me before I saw through myself. I'm proud of you. I'd ask you to forgive me, but I can't forgive myself. Maybe I could ask, even beg for a visit. It would mean a lot. Creed.
Hi.
Hi, you going to school?
Yeah, but first I was gonna get something to eat. Are you hungry?
No.
It's a letter.
Yeah, it's from Creed. I guess he's into sending all sorts of messages like the nightmare, the phone call, now this letter.
Well, what does he want?
Me to visit him.
But you're not thinking about going, are you?
He can't hurt me now.
But you can't. Well, I mean, you can, but you wouldn't, would you, after what he did?
He's changed, maybe.
Did he say that?
Yeah, sorta.
You can't believe him.
He's all the family I got. You got your mother, Mrs. Chandler. Now you got your real mother. Hell, you got all this, your grandpa. All I got are the clothes he bought me.
But, Nico, he didn't buy you.
Want to read it?
No. Why can't you just ignore it?
You can't ignore Creed. He has ways of getting to you.
Nico, please.
I gotta do this. I'm on my own now.
Nico, you helped me when I was on my own.
Yeah, but that was different. You got your preppy boyfriend now.
What does Charlie have to do with this? Okay, fine. Do what you want.
She doesn't love me, Angie.
Stuart, do you see how happy you make her? How much she cares?
Oh, yeah, I know she cares. She's told me that she cares, but that's not the same as love. And I love her.
Have you told her?
19 times. Exactly. I got to thinking maybe I wasn't saying it right, or often enough. So I started saying it differently every time, and every time I used the word love. Maybe it's just because I'm not smart enough.
Oh, you are plenty smart, Stuart. In every way that really counts. And besides, you're an artist. And women love artists.
Well, not this one. Not Cindy. Do you think maybe I'm doing something else wrong?
Like what?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. If I knew what it was, I wouldn't do it. I mean, maybe it's something that I'm doing that I'm not even aware of. Maybe you could find out. And then I could change.
Oh, please don't.
But I would. I'd change for Cindy.
I will try and find out what's going on with her. But, Stuart, love is not an easy word for everyone to say.
She just has to say it once. Just once.
Mrs. Barton will be glad to learn that she can eat real food again.
Listen, have you had a chance to talk to Cliff?
Yeah, just briefly. I didn't get a chance to ask him about Nina because his house guest arrived.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, about the house guest. Do you think that there is something going on between them?
Well, she did have a certain look in her eye, and Cliff is free.
You saw how miserable Nina was at the benefit. How miserable they both were.
Well, you know, he still is hurt, I think.
Yes, but does he want his marriage back? Or does he want revenge? Those two have been given another chance, and he's throwing it away.
Yeah. I'm sure there's still love there, Ruth. But, you know, there is a hell of a mess there, because she did remarry.
Talk to him. Now, look, don't forget, both Nina and Cliff are very passionate people.
Mm-hmm.
They need someone who has more perspective, who's older, who's more reasonable.
Oh, I see. We're back in that old folks kick again, huh? Well, tell me, Ruth, I mean, if they're really so vital and passionate, what could a burnt-out old fogey like me have to offer them in the way of advice?
I didn't say that you were doddering. Merely mature. And sometimes I'm not so sure about that. Oh, Joe, come on, what do we have to offer at this point in our lives but experience?
I tell you, if I thought that all we had going for us was memory. Enid?
Oh, Joe, I'm so glad you're here. You're the only one I can talk to.
Mm-hmm.
If it's professional? Yes. Oh, okay. Think about what you want to have for supper.
Well, doesn't matter. Anything I can gum down. Something wrong, Enid?
I'm afraid I have reason to believe that I have AIDS.
Sit down, Enid.
Joe, it's so horrible.
Well, let's talk about it. Now, I'm not aware that you've had any blood transfusions, although even there, the blood supply has been tested for several years.
Not that.
You're not an IV drug user. So I assume we're talking about a sexual contact. And you have some reason to think that the man in...
What are you saying? Are you suggesting that I would profane the memory of Greg Sr.?
Oh, but Enid, there are only a limited number of ways you can come in contact with the virus. I've just covered them.
I have been handled by an infected woman. At the Glamorama, she washed my hair. And she said nothing. No warning. To think she might have murdered me.
You don't have AIDS.
How can you say that?
Because AIDS is not transmitted by shampoo.
I don't think that's very funny.
Enid, haven't you read anything about this disease or seen any of the reports on television?
Of course. As much as I could stand, it's also depressing. Now to think that I have been exposed.
Enid, what did I just tell you?
Joe, I know you're trying to reassure me, but you haven't even given me a blood test.
Enid, you've not been in contact with the AIDS virus.
I just told you I have been.
Do you know of any single instance in which the disease has been transmitted by washing of someone's hair, or by handling the same book from the library, or from swimming in the same pool, for that matter?
For heaven's sakes, why are you getting angry at me?
I'm disappointed in you, Enid. You're an intelligent woman. You've let yourself be carried away by fear.
Well, I will not be put off by any of your pat reassurances. You doctors, you just say these things to placate people so there won't be a panic.
Enid? Looks like there already is. Now, believe me, you are not at risk.
Are you sure?
Quite sure.
Hey, anything serious?
Yes, very serious. We've got to do something about this AIDS phobia in Pine Valley, or we could run into something very ugly.
Nice to see you again, Dr. Warner. I'll be back in a moment. Thank you.
I got my idea. The idea that I said I was going to get, I got it. You've been saying it's so cold.
Yes.
Well, why don't we go someplace warm? Someplace like the Bahamas? Adam goes there all the time. You like the idea?
Well, I like you for thinking of it.
We can go swimming and get a suntan.
No, I couldn't.
Oh, well, then we can get you one of those sunblock cream things.
I mean, what if I needed a doctor?
Oh, I think a few days would be pretty safe, and I can get you the name of a doctor down there.
Please?
I don't want to be away from Scott, even for a few days.
Oh, well, then we can go over Easter. Glamorama will probably be closed a couple of days, and Scott won't be in school then.
Easter is a long time away.
How is Adam?
Adam?
You mentioned him before. You said that he was always going to the Bahamas.
He's fine. He and Brooke are real happy together.
Didn't you mention something about having to call him? You know, when Cynthia was away, you said that you had promised to call him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. Of course. It'd probably be a good time. Right now. I'll call him right now. Excuse me.
He tries to pretend I'm going to live forever.
That's because he wants you to live forever. He wants everything for you.
I know. He's a good man.
Yeah. And he's in love. Think about the Bahamas. Speaking as your doctor, I don't think a little time in the sun would do you any harm. And it's only a few hours away. Why? Because you don't want to make a commitment?
Well, how can I make a commitment to anyone?
When you are really in love with someone, that really isn't a question. You know, sometimes during the past few weeks, I was almost sure that you did love Stuart. Do you?
What are you reading?
Oliver Twist.
Well, what do you think?
It's okay. Why? You trying to encourage me?
Nico, why can't we be real with each other? I mean, why do you make me feel like I have to step lightly around you?
Who, me?
Yes, you. Like you always have to get in all your little shots, don't you? Like Charlie?
Oh, poor Charlie.
You know, sometimes you're just really a pain.
Hey, he doesn't like me either.
Well, I'm going to talk to him about that.
Well, watch out, Charlie.
Nico, I'd really like to just forget about everything that happened in New York. You know, I know that you guys can't be best friends, but what about being civil? Did you ever think of that?
Well, you take care of Charlie.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Julie, I've decided I'm not gonna go see Creed.
Well, I'm glad. Because you can't trust him. You know, I was listening to myself, and I realized that I was not being real either.
Hey, you all right?
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you like me a little.
Nico, maybe more than a little. That's why I get on your case sometimes.
So you get mad at me, that means that you really like me?
I'm just afraid.
I'm not so scary.
Well, sometimes it seems that you try to scare people off.
Nico? Nico?
Yeah, what?
You have a phone message about your uncle.
What about him?
He's been taken ill suddenly. Apparently, it's an emergency.
Thanks.
Nice shower.
Very nice. I'm glad I left a couple of clothes here.
Oh, it's one of my favorite outfits. You got plans?
No plans, remember? I did think that maybe I would pick up Bobby after school and spend some time with him and then maybe go to lunch.
Maybe.
Well, if I could get a date.
That shouldn't be too much of a problem. How about I take you to lunch?
Why not?
Now, you give me 10 minutes. Chateau all right?
Lovely. Oh. I'm
not in a position to love anyone.
I didn't ask you about anyone.
It doesn't matter what I feel if I'm not going to be around long enough to feel it.
You know, when I promised to cherish Jesse till death do us part, I didn't know how long that would be. No one ever does. I'm terrified sometimes of Jesse being a cop. And I almost let him go because I couldn't stand the uncertainty. But you can't do that because it takes all the joy out of life. And there's still joy out there. Look at Stuart. He has so much love to give, and so do you.
For how long?
You don't measure love that way.
I do. I have to.
Doesn't it hurt to hold back? Cindy, you have so much love. You need love.
In the long run, this is going to be best for both of us. Oh, how is your brother?
Oh, great. Good. We had a nice long talk. He's really great.
I just remembered that I have an appointment. Would it be all right with you if I got going now?
You sure? We'll all go. I'll drop you.
No, that's all right. I'll just walk. There's lots of traffic. It'll be faster. Actually, if I walk, you go ahead and have dessert. I'll talk to you later.
It's bad, huh?
You know, things change. And I really have a feeling that if you're patient...
We don't have forever, Angie. I know that.
All I'm saying is that you shouldn't give up.
I can't. If I could, wouldn't be love, would it?
How'd you get in here? And how long have you been standing there?
Just a few seconds. Everything going well?
Fine, just fine. How'd your visit go?
Ah.
Oh. Sit down, talk.
Ross just isn't in good shape. He really is in prison in his head. Mark Ross was always somebody who had to be outdoors. He used to joke with me about how he felt so stir-crazy in the wintertime. Now he's in a cage. This all just has to be over soon.
Yeah, but I like something with a little power. You hear what I'm saying?
I had a 57 Thunderbird.
Yeah, sure. But whose?
Mine, until they found it.
Last you was on the outside, man. It was 57.
Ross, it's beautiful.
It was my mother's.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And her mother's before that.
I don't know what to say.
Try it on.
All right?
No, not this hand. Give me the other hand. That's it.
It's perfect. And I love it.
Does that mean you cancel your date?
What date?
The one you have with the honcho tennis player?
Oh, the only reason I asked him out was, to make you jealous.
You did what?
I was desperate, and I...
Yeah. I love you.
Ross.
Mm-hmm.
About this ring,
What about it?
does it mean what I hope it means?
Wow, you're the one who asks all the questions. Go on, ask me. I dare you.
Ross Chandler, will you marry me?
Do you love me?
Oh, I adore you.
Then I'll marry you.
That's a real tricky engine on that car. But nothing beats 57. It's real simple. Well, even the 58, now they fool them. 57, you do almost any repair yourself right in your driveway. Talk about tricky engine. I used to go out with some broad. Wow, what a looker.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath. She forgot about you a long time ago, pal. Yeah.
What's he got?
Well, the doctors aren't really sure. They say he could come out of this as quickly as he was taken ill, but maybe not. It looks like food poisoning, but none of the others have come down with it. They're still doing tests. You ready?
Yeah.
Kelly, your nephew's here. I'll leave you alone.
Nico, hey, thanks for coming.
Not doing too well, are you?
You wouldn't be here if I was.
You got that right.
I knew you wouldn't let me die alone with strangers.
Does it make a difference?
Hey, when you die, you'll remember this. Blood's blood. You're the only family I got. And I'm the only family you got.
Is that what we were?
I know I did a lot of bad things to you, kid. Probably the worst was letting you think it was a favor. Hey, Nico. Just wanted to tell you I'm sorry, man.
About your letter. I read it.
Just let me die in peace, huh? Tell me you forgive me. There's this play that's being put on over at Pine Valley University that Julie auditioned for. And this friend of mine from New York stopped. Tell you in a minute. Carly, I was just talking about it.
Oh, great. I love being talked about.
Oh, well, good. This is my fiance, Ellen Chandler. Ellen, this is Carly Mason.
Nice to meet you, Mark. We got to talk.
Great, sit down. We'll have a cup of coffee, and you don't mind, do you, Ellen?
Oh, no, really, I can't. There's no time. Are you free tomorrow? For lunch. How's lunch? Yeah.
For lunch? Yeah.
Oh, drat, wait. I'm not free tomorrow. I got to meet with the set design kids. Breakfast tomorrow?
Breakfast.
Yeah.
Breakfast, yeah, fine.
Oh, good. I mean, we got to work in this music for the production.
I've already done some of that. In fact, I've got it right over here.
Oh, well, great. Listen, could you bring it to breakfast tomorrow? Because I just can't stop.
Okay, sure.
This could be a major disaster.
That's good. I never try and miss a disaster.
Oh, Mark, I'm telling you, there is so little time. But maybe we can pull it off, huh? Oh, listen, I had a new thought about Julie.
What about Julie?
Well, it's only a thought now.
What was the thought?
Well, actually, it's really not a thought. It's more like a feeling.
Ah.
But it should be a thought by tomorrow.
It's sort of rising to the surface.
He's wonderful. He understands everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. I'm exhausted.
What was that?
That was Carly.
You volunteered.
No. I found out Julie might be involved.
Well, good luck, because I think you deserve it.
I think she deserves a father. She deserves a whole family.
Yeah.
So what do we think of the wine?
The wine from that part of France is my favorite. In fact, it's the first wine I ever tasted. It was local. It was right across the border from my finishing school in Switzerland.
Sounds like a very progressive school.
Oh, no. Quite on the contrary. It was very strict, very stuffy. Only girls from good families. But 3 of us managed to break into the cellars.
Did you ever get caught?
Oh, are you kidding? You know me, I never get caught.
Well, I guess every revolutionary should go to a finishing school.
You joke, but it's true. I mean, we were set off from the whole world. Girls were far away from their families, just as I was, so we were at the mercy of the teachers. Some of them were very good, but as with most of them, obedience was the greatest virtue. However, there was a little room for rebellion.
And you were a leader.
How'd you guess?
A revolutionary.
Oh. Well, eventually I got myself expelled so I could go back home to Algorta. It was such an exciting time. I mean, the structure of the society as we knew it was crumbling. And I found people like myself that were children of the upper class who didn't want to just grow up and oppress people. So we were well placed to cause trouble and least likely to be suspected because we had the most to lose. I'm sorry. I'm making a speech.
No, not at all. Not at all. Sounds like this was the beginning of your education, then.
When a girl with my upbringing learns how to field strip an Uzi, that's truly revolution.
You know, if you moved here, I could maybe get you a job as a mechanic.
That's tempting. No. I'll go back.
For how long?
Until we win.
What then?
There's so much to do.
No, what will you do?
I'll serve. Someday I'll lead my country. I know I will. I'm certain of it. Dear, I think I've finally managed to take your breath away, haven't I?
Oh, no. If you think that was the first time, you're not as smart as I thought you were.
Hello, precious. Did you have a nice nap? Did you?
A woman leading a Latin country.
Oh, I know Latin men have complicated feelings about women, but I'm sure they can be appealed to, stirred.
I'm sure they can.
I have a table for you.
You know, I never did like the food here. Why don't we go over to the goalpost and get a cheeseburger?
That's a good idea.
Maury, we're sorry, but the lady wants a cheeseburger.
Okay.
Something wrong?
No, I thought I recognized someone from the fundraiser, but I was wrong.
Yes, it's empty. Come on, we can talk in here.
Thank you for seeing me.
Any time at all, and you don't need an appointment.
Why? Because I'm so sick?
No, because you need all the support this hospital can offer you. Please, sit down.
Doctor, I need to know how sick I am.
Well, surely you and Angie have discussed it.
Yes, but she knows me, and she knows my son, and I live with her. She's my best friend, and I don't think she always tells me all the bad news.
Well, don't you underestimate her professionalism, even though she cares a great deal about you. Now, tell me, have you noticed any change? Well, then why...
How... I need to know how long.
Well, no one can tell you that. Unfortunately or fortunately.
Well, how long do you think?
Well, Cindy, no responsible doctor would even make a guess. We just don't know enough. We can't predict the future. Not your future, and not the future of AIDS research.
I need to make plans. I have to know... I have to know when to say goodbye to my son and to the people that I care about. To Jesse and Angie. And when I don't know, it's like I'm paralyzed.
Don't you see, kid? Got to make it right.
I don't know if I can forget just like that.
No. No, I guess not.
Maybe someday I'll work it out.
Well, don't wait too long, kid. I may not be around.
But you can pull through, then we'll see.
Yeah. Thanks, kid. I'll try.
Hey, you better get some rest, huh?
Hey, but you'll come back if I make it?
Sure. Good luck. Creed.
You gone?
Yeah,
Hurry up. Stuff's killing me.
that's the idea. Better work. We're both in trouble.
It worked. Did you see the kid's face?
Yeah.
I got him right where I want him.
Hi, this is John Forsythe, inviting you to tune in to Dynasty tonight.